and welcome to episode 36 of Fallen Dragons.
So,
I'm Mike, your DM, and I'm here with four of my players. And I'm going to throw it over to them and let them tell you who they are and what they do. So, we'll start with Melody.
Hello, I'm Melody. I play Nala, Dragon. Which one? Oh, Firestone. Too many games. Sorry.
Uh, we
um,
don't
I
play. We don't play for 2 weeks, and you forget your own name.
yep.
Yeah.
I am a Dragonborn of the Bronze color, and I am a Wizard of the Blazing.
And then over to LaFall.
Hello, I'm the Fall. I'm a half dragon fighter champion. Name is Namami.
Okay. And we'll go directly below you, which is Korai.
my name is Rowain. I'm a dark elf cleric, drow cleric. I read an interesting argument on a couple. It was like a 30-page long forum on the differences between drow and dark elves.
Okay. So, somebody had too much time on their hands.
Oh, a lot of somebody's.
And then we'll go over to Jinx.
Hello, I'm Jinx. I'm Will. I play Jinx, the barbarian bat folk. That's about it on my end.
Uh, and quick recap of last time we played. You were all on the island to hear a concert that Jinx was gonna give, but things didn't quite go as planned, and you found half of Jinx's old manager, and I do mean half. And then you went off to explore the island to see why it was sinking, which is why Melody's character was there. And you found an ancient white worm dragon living on a tropical island, which just isn't right because they usually live at the top of snow-covered mountains. So what's he doing in a tropical island?
Getting a tan.
Yeah, thanks for that, by the way.
And so you rush back to the mayor of the only town on the island.
Watching
And-
the drow puke on everyone.
Maybe if somebody hadn't picked me up and flew off without warning me.
And where we are this week is you told him you told him what was going on, and you urged him vehemently to get ships to start evacuating the people off the island. And that's where we ended last time. So that's where we're going to pick it up now. So the mayor said he would do everything he could to get a hold of his contacts to try and get ships to come. And evacuate the people. And he asked you guys to keep watch on the dragon in case the dragon decided to attack before the ships got here. So, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna find the highest peak in the town and sit on top of it and watch.
Okay. That would be the spire for the cleric hospital. So you head off over there.
Yep.
What about the rest of you?
I need somewhere to clean my armor.
I'm going to string my guitar. I mean, I'll go get my loot. I got to get ready for the, big baddie coming.
Okay. You're tuning your instrument. What, in hopes of writing a song about this dragon eventually?
I mean, Puff the Magic Dragon was a big hit back in the day.
Okay. You can. Where?
I don't think that song was about a dragon.
Actually, it was, but not this one. Where are you doing this?
Oh, I'm going to be strumming my guitar. My lute over at the. I'll just hang out at the stage and do it. I mean, there,
Okay.
nobody's using it. Go use it for
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, they haven't taken the stage down. Everybody is basically panicking because you announced the whole thing, and they're all standing outside the mayor's office wondering what he can do about it.
Well, I mean, it's a bloody dragon. There's not much you can do.
And
Well, you could try talking to it in Draconic.
Oh yeah, that'll work.
you're, well, LaFall could, being half dragon.
So can I, because I know Draconic too.
So
Being Dragonborn.
you guys could try to negotiate with it and see what it wants to do, but
when it was yelling at us and we were flying away, was that like him cussing us out or something?
No, that was him challenging the dragon that walked into his protective dome.
Yeah.
Whippersnappers, you get off my lawn.
Yeah, basically. It's like, you're another dragon. You're not supposed to be in my area. If you don't leave now, I'm going to eat you.
Well, that's nice to know.
So.
Well, she's part dragon. I'm not part dragon, so.
Well.
He
was triggered by LaFall. He probably wouldn't have even noticed you, because Dragonborn and dragons aren't the same thing. So. So are you guys just gonna chill out and keep watch, or are you actually gonna go try and talk to it?
I'm gonna go with LaFall. If she's in the cleric spire, at least keep her company and grumble the whole time.
Okay.
Educate her on the perils of grabbing a drow without warning and flying off with her.
I warned you. I said we are out of here.
Well, you gotta give him this. If he hadn't picked you up and carried you off, you'd have probably been dragon kibble. So, you know, because you're slow as far as movement goes.
Dragon kibble.
So, yeah, it may not have been the most comfortable thing in the world, but it probably saved your life at the same time.
Mm. Well, then she owes me. She owes me $4.50 for the lunch that I threw up all over the place.
Well, you can talk to her about that, but because you guys are already out the ticket price for the concert, so your expenses are mounting up a bit here.
Well, we do at least need to keep watch over the thing. Although if it shows up, I don't know what the hell we're gonna do.
Yeah, because they
Run.
got no weaponry to fight it.
We have a bard and a wizard and a sarcastic cleric.
Uh,
Sorry.
Speaking of that, have the ones of you that have weapons checked on them lately?
Yes, I have.
Mm,
Mine are nice and secure.
yep.
Because even though you're a cleric, you should have weapons on you.
Yeah, I was coughing and missed that. What'd you say?
I said, even though you're a cleric, you should have weapons of some kind on you.
I do. I do. I have a mace.
No. So I need everybody but Jinx, who's busy with his loot down there, to give me a perception check.
Jeez. 19 plus 6, 25.
Perception.
Well, is it daytime or not?
Yeah, it's daytime.
22.
What about our half dragon friend?
Got a 14.
You notice, all of you notice, the air has suddenly turned not frigid, but very cold. Which it wasn't 10 minutes ago.
Jinx.
Does it feel? It feels colder than it used to.
Considerably.
I wonder if that. I wonder if that massive rat with wings followed us.
It probably did.
I'll have you know, I'm not a rat. I'm a corruptorate. There's a
Oh,
difference.
The big slobbering, roaring thing with wings.
I don't roar, I squeak.
I don't think they're talking about you, Jinx.
Oh,
I'm just gonna
oh,
sit there and scowl and roll my eyes.
right. The big, right. Got it, got it.
No, the other big thing that drools and
The thing that canceled your concert.
Yeah, I mean, I should be upset about that, but really not. I'm actually quite thankful that it did.
at least until they come after you for refunds.
Well, there were going to be refunds anyway, lad. I have to tell you.
There's going to be a
Okay.
refund.
Oh yeah, I
But
mean, I'm paying everything I can. Although right now, all I got on me is about 60 gold.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was charged 30 for the trip and tickets.
Right, you know I owe you.
yeah. Your previous manager didn't leave you with a whole lot of pocket money.
Nah, he pretty much took everything. And the pockets I put them in are probably in that side the guts of that thing. Or whatever I ate them. It could be a freaking shark for all we know.
well, at least it's headed
Well,
this way. Maybe we can get your money back.
Oh,
someone better wander off to the mayor and tell him that he better hurry up. He got maybe 5 minutes.
Well, as you are you flying over or are you climbing down the spire and walking over?
No, I suggested one of the others do that.
Oh,
well,
okay.
you really want me to go over there and tell them we got 5 minutes after I caused a freaking riot the last time?
I say Korai goes and does it.
Okay. At least I don't have to worry about being grabbed and hauled off by one of you two. So I'm gonna go down the stairs and go warn
Well,
the.
well, I hate to say it, lad. You're a bit too big for me to carry, so you're safe against me.
Uh,
But I
I
don't know if I'm
need
gonna make it in time.
I need Lafall and Korai to give me dex checks.
Out loud. I failed that. I failed the dex checks in cleric college.
You better
You don't know that.
give it your best shot.
The 21.
Okay.
19 plus
14,
2.
but I don't know why I need to give you a dex check.
Because just about the time that Korai left you, the wind picked up. Um, he was able to remain stable when he got down the stairs. Um,
You know?
Lafall, it didn't knock you off the spire, but it definitely made you have to grab on a little tighter than you were before.
Okay. Now, is this just normal wind or is this like a wind from flapping wings?
But depends. Does it smell like Jinx's manager?
One would hope not.
Oh
yeah,
God.
yeah,
That would be even worse than normal.
Oh yeah, that is a smell you don't want to wake up to in the morning.
Uh, Lafall, give me an intelligence check.
And 8.
Oh
8.
no.
You just think the wind picked up is all that comes to mind.
Okay. What direction is it coming from?
Hmm. Let me find out. It's coming from the west, which is the direction that happens to be behind you.
What direction did we go walking off in, Cora? Just so I can remember.
I went walking off down the spire stairs.
No, no, no. When we went exploring into the woods.
That was 2 weeks ago. I don't remember.
Nobody wrote that down, did they?
Okay, what's lying out to the west? Is it the forest or is it the ocean?
The ocean. You at current you're facing the forest and you have your back to the ocean.
Okay.
And
I'm going to take a look at the shoulder just to see as far as I can see out.
okay. Uh give give me an investigation roll.
17.
You see two ships headed this way, but they are a ways off. You also see a shadow that happens to be, it almost looks like it's floating underwater, but
Really?
it's a shadow. And
Okay,
it and
since
it's much closer to the dock than the ships are.
since I see the shadow there, I'm going to take a look up for a little bit. See if I see our friend. Is he flying up there?
Nope.
Okay, so
It
it's
is,
going.
however, becoming cloudy, almost overcast, and you're on a tropical island.
Rainstorms, whoopie doo. They come in, they come out, they go out.
So,
But it's a winter rainstorm, so that doesn't help much. And it's coming in from the west, and he was at the east, so obviously he must have gone around.
um, one little hint I will give you: the shadow that looks like it's underwater is not big enough to be your dragon friend. It's quite large, but it's not as large as he is.
Okay. I'm going to study that shadow a little bit more. What does it take shape as?
Give me another investigation roll.
14.
You can't see any real detail, but it almost looks like it's snake shaped.
So if it's not one, it's another one.
So, and it is heading toward the dock.
This is not something I've seen yet, right?
No, you're headed toward the mayor's office.
Okay. Um. Um. So it's moving towards the docks, serpentine style. I'm just keeping an eye on it, watching where it goes for now.
Okay. Nala, what are you doing?
I'm trying to see what she's looking at. I say, what do you see?
The shadow in the water, going towards the docks, and we got 2 boats coming in.
Hopefully the boats are friendly.
And Nala, y- your and Lucid's boat galley is still do- tied to the dock.
Okay.
Your guys' boat hasn't gone anywhere.
All right. Good.
So, and the 2 that are coming in look about the same size as yours.
Okay. I look to see, is there a pirate flag?
Give me a perception check.
21.
You don't see any flag on either one of them.
Okay.
Cora, you finally make your way through the growing crowd that's in front of the mayor's office. Um, and in the distance, you hear Jinx practicing on his lute on stage. Um, there are now 3 guards in front of the mayor's office trying to keep the crowd away from the door. What do you do?
So we try and push my way through the crowd as best I can. Sounds like they're all kind of anxious to talk to one of the guards and ask to see the mayor.
Uh, one says, hold on a second, I'll see if he's in his office. And you see the guard in the middle disappear between the 2 doors. The other 2 guards are trying to do this without using weapons, but it's getting pretty rough.
Well, people get scared. They do silly things.
Yeah.
Like call someone on the cell phone on your cell phone.
Lily, shh. Lily, shh. Up, up. Up,
Did
up.
the dog call you?
No.
Oh, darn.
Diane was trying to call. Lily.
Um,
Lily.
the other guard comes back and says,
Come here.
the mayor is trying to get more ships to come in. He says he'll talk to you, but he only has a minute.
Lily, shh.
Well, we may not have a minute, so let's go.
Okay.
Lily, shh.
So the guard escorts you into the mayor's office. And you see him as you walk in the door. You see him holding a sending stone. And you hear him having a frantic conversation about you need to send all the ships you have as quickly as possible because this may turn into a crisis situation before we have time to do anything about it. And then he looks up and sees you standing there, puts the sending stone down on his desk. He's like, hello? The guard said you needed to talk to me.
Yeah. It seems, I don't know if you've noticed, it doesn't look like any windows are open in here, but it's gotten considerably colder outside, and we may be out of time. Is there somewhere that we can send people to try and keep them safe as best we can? Maybe somewhere, I don't suppose anybody has a basement around here.
Well, there's a network of caves at the base of the mountain where the dragon is, but I don't know how well we could march the townspeople through the jungle and get them there before the dragon would notice.
Probably not the best idea. I'm just here to warn you.
Yeah.
My job
Well,
My job is fixing people up and stitching broken ankles and bringing them back to life. You're the
Oh,
public official.
well, see, this is what I thought would happen. I didn't think we would have time to get ships here to evacuate the people on the island. Because that, even if they sent them as quickly as possible, it might take days to get enough ships to fit everybody.
What was your plan? Like, what do we do? I'm not particularly fond of humans, but I don't like to see people die.
Uh, well, I was hoping that whatever was out there wouldn't decide that it needed to come and visit right away.
Well, I think that time has come and gone.
Well,
We're a little bit past that. And I'm not sure what you expect us to do. We can dent the thing, which I don't think will do anything more than just piss him off.
mm, you can try and talk him into leaving.
Well, I'm sure that'll work. Or we just sit down, have some lunch, and tickle him.
I,
Quick OOC question.
okay.
Do we have the bag of holding and that confusion stone?
Oh no.
Uh,
Or wherever
that
that stone was?
those would have anything like that would have been left on the ship.
Well, I can
You
run back to the ship and get it.
you actually have the box on your ship that will supposedly make anything, but it has consequences.
I was just wondering if if we still say that we have that, even though it's on the ship, that bag with that stone. Because
You
wasn't
would
that for the fallen dragons that we had that stone?
well, that stone was long time ago. Uh,
But
you would
wasn't it
have,
for fallen dragons though?
yeah, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, we never sold it, so we still
Why?
have it.
That was like in one of the first 3 episodes. That was a 30 some episodes ago.
Yeah, but we never sold it, so therefore we still have it.
You can go look for it, but you wouldn't be if you do still have it. It would be somewhere on the ship. You would have to go look for it.
Okay. Back to the
Well,
game.
So
So I'm trying to figure out what the mayor's plans here are, because this isn't something we would have planned for.
the mayor's working as hard as he can to try and get as many ships as he can, as quickly as he can, but he's not really 100% in control of how that comes out.
No, I get
So,
that.
you know,
Well, what does the mayor want us to do? We were keeping an eye out, and then it's clear something is on its way that's big and cold, plus whatever I don't know about, but is coming from the sea. So
he's like, my only two thoughts are either you fight it or you negotiate with it. and,
in my
and,
experience with dragons, it's the same thing.
and give us enough time that hopefully the ships show up.
Great, we get to go do a last stand. Lovely. Okay. Well, I would suggest maybe try and get people to spread out. I do know that dragons, if they're hungry, will tend to go after groups of things if they can get them. I realize that might be difficult, but if you can get people out of the open, it might help. It might help us at least keep the thing distracted.
Mm, we could tell the people to scatter in the jungle and see how that would work.
Somehow I don't see that working very well.
Mm,
No offense, but you know how humans are. They get panicky and it's just not a good idea. I don't
just
know.
as you say that, you hear the front door of the building creak, and you did fight your way through a large mob of people to get to the door.
All right. Okay then. Well, I'm going to turn around and see what the creaking is.
You see a guard come in the door and tell the mayor we can't hold the people out here for much longer. You have to do something fairly quickly.
I still think you need to try and get them to scatter if you can, not into the jungle, but at least out of the open. I know they're not going to want to go home, but there's no ships that they can. I don't know. It's kind of hard to get people to be rational.
Uh, at that, the mayor's like, the only thing I can think of doing is this, and he walks to the front door, through the front door of his office, and says, everybody needs to go home and pack their things. I'm trying to get ships here as soon as I possibly can, but you forming a mob and, you know, trying to break down my door isn't going to do you any good. It's not going to make me able to get ships here faster. Go home, pack the things you absolutely have to have, and wait for the guards to come and tell you that there are ships in the dock area. And then he turns around and goes back inside.
So we will. I'll. So I'm telling the mayor, we'll do what we can, but I can't make any promises.
Well,
We'll try and I don't know something. Maybe we do have to sit down with him and tickle him.
well, all I've got to say is then we're in the same situation because that's exactly what I'm doing.
Okay, so then I'm gonna leave and try and fight my way back out, assuming people are still there. Hopefully they've walked off.
Well,
Listen to the
I'm,
mayor.
I'm about to check for that.
Let's see what kind of relationship the mayor has with his townsfolk.
Part of them, the crowd is about half the size it was when you went in. Mainly, the women and children have gone home. The men are still gathered in front of the mayor's door.
You guys heard the mayor. You need to clear on. Go take care of your families. I'm not sure how intimidating a drow was going to look.
Like, give me an intimidation roll,
God.
and we'll see. What? What?
It's a 2.
Hey, at least
That's
it's
with the
not that
bonus.
one.
I have a plus bonus, plus 1 bonus.
Oh, so it isn't that one.
Yeah, it
Oh
was.
God! Oh God!
So instead of intimidating them off, she invites them all to join her.
It's like you say that, and then they all start to circle around you, and you're now surrounded by like 20 guys with weapons.
Great.
The one time you needed a good roll, you get a bad one.
What can I say? Dark elves are intimidating, I guess.
So, what are you gonna do, being that you're now surrounded by 20 guys with weapons?
God. Listen, we can't talk about this. You just need to go hang out with your friends, with your family, and deal with them. I'm gonna try and persuade them to leave me alone and go to their families.
Well, give me a persuasion roll. See if it goes any better than your intimidation check.
22. 18 plus
Okay.
with a plus 4.
That they all look at you and go, well, he could be right, I guess. And they all actually start to walk away.
Can't intimidate, you can persuade, huh?
Yeah, we're not trying that one again.
So, in a couple of minutes, they've all walked off.
Okay, so then I'm gonna head back to the cleric's fire.
Okay. When you get back to where LaFall is, uh,
Did we lose Batty?
Looks
I
like
think,
it.
I guess so.
uh, he jumped out of the stream for a second.
Oh, sorry about that. I hit the wrong button.
Okay.
I was closing something else and I hit the wrong tab.
Okay. Uh, so you get to the spire and you climb up the stairs and you see LaFall still sitting there. LaFall, what do you tell him since he's been gone at the mayor's office?
So we've got an interesting development.
Well, what's this,
Let's
what's that?
see.
We got a serpentine slithering shadow in the water. We
So,
got 2 boats on the way here.
But the good news is they're not pirates, so. Or no plagues, at least. No plague of a pirate, at least.
Right. So what we got is a sea serpent and a dragon on its way, and they're about to fight each other. Right? Is that what we're getting at?
That would be nice.
You don't know what the shadow in the water is.
Oh,
All the fall knows is that it's in between the ships and the dock.
oh, she didn't say what type of. Okay, I'm sorry.
Right. I just said Serpentine Shadow.
And that's why I went with sea serpent. Right, so we probably got a serpentine-like creature coming in, and we got this big dragon coming in. So basically, what you're saying is we have to try to keep it busy, right? Keep them busy.
But the mayor said the mayor wants us to try and either distract the thing, or negotiate with it, or figure out what it wants, or even fight if we have to, just to give the ships, whatever ones are coming, long enough to get here so we can get people off the island.
All right, I think I know what we have to do. I'm going to have to do a bloody concert. We want to keep these things distracted, and they say music soothes the savage beast. So I'm going to try to soothe the savage beast.
I don't know any draconic hymns. Do you?
No, but I do have a lute, and I do know how to play that.
Well, you're going to be on your own. Dark elves aren't known for their singing voices.
Well, that's fine. I mean, I was created by dark elves, so I was created by drow, I should say. So I know how that goes.
Well, I don't. It doesn't sound like we're going to be able to fight it.
No, I mean
know.
it's a freaking dragon. It's huge. It's got big bloody wings, and who knows what type of breath weapon it's got. Scary, man.
Oh, actually, you do know what kind of breath weapon a white dragon has.
A
It's
cold.
ice.
Yeah.
Ice
Yeah.
cold.
Right. It's going to be free. Right.
What's bronze again? Lightning, isn't it?
It's either fire or lightning, one of the two.
I think it's lightning.
Uh,
Well,
will fall. Being half dragon, do you have a singing voice at all?
Hell no.
Okay, just wanted to check that.
well, whatever happens, we should probably do it away from the town.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe we can, if nothing else, maybe we can keep it occupied. Well, I can't see us running away from a dragon long enough for ships to get here.
Right. I mean, we just have to keep them distracted, or got to play my damnedest, I guess.
We just hope the
Yeah, but she's not the
dragon
only
is
one
a
with
metal
the
bard fan.
draconic. Can speak draconic though.
You guys can attempt to talk to it. You've got to remember white dragons are lawful evil, so, which is exactly the opposite of what LaFall would be, so no wonder.
What color dragon are you? Half dragon are you?
Gold, silver.
And those are
Lawful good.
Yeah. LaFall is lawful good, and the white dragon is
a tendency to do some shadiness. Because I am a dragon after all.
Yeah. Alignments would clash. We would have to see how well they could negotiate with one another. Actually, you'd have to see how well they could stand being in the same space together.
I say I'm neutral chaotic.
You're worse.
Yeah.
I'd have a better chance than you.
You'd walk in there and the white dragon would eat you immediately. It'd be like you'd get on its nerves and it would just eat you.
Wait, so if I'm closer to being to what he is than what she is.
No, no. He's evil. I'm good, but we're both lawful. You're chaotic.
You just you just do random shit that he would get annoyed about.
What are you calling that young lady?
So
Yes, I know.
So, do you guys have a backup plan in case playing music for it doesn't do anything?
Yes, I'm gonna go look for that stone.
So, you're going to head for the ship.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, it worked once to defeat a dragon.
Well, 30 episodes ago, yeah.
It was a white dragon too, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it was a young one. It wasn't a ancient great worm. You can give it a shot, but, you know,
Oh, well, you gotta try something.
true.
And it's best to have
Uh,
a backup plan.
Hmm.
might I suggest, and LaFall would know this.
Really?
What is a dragon like more than anything in the world?
Treasure,
Yep,
specifically magical items.
yep. So,
We'll come up with some magical items to give it.
you can always try to bribe it and see how that went. But,
Yeah, we can see if we got magical items that we can give it.
so now I heads off to the ship to try and find this stone
And magical items.
and magical items, and the rest of you trudge back into the forest.
No, actually, I want to find out what that shadow is more. I'm
Oh,
going
okay.
over. I'm going to fly over and investigate it.
All right.
See if I can't pick it up better.
So, what in that case, what are Jinx and Korai doing?
Well, I'm
Apparently, I'm
going ahead.
climbing. Go ahead.
Oh, I'll let you finish.
Apparently, I'm going to climb down the cleric's bar for the third time.
Yeah, by now your legs are getting really tired.
Hmm.
You're bordering on taking a level of exhaustion at this point.
Okay, well, I mean, we gotta go down stairs.
After you come down, where are you headed?
It's a good question.
You headed
Probably
to the,
off with LaFale to see what the shadow is.
okay. And what is Jinx gonna do?
Well, I'm going into the woods to find a clearing, and I'm going to ready my guitar and get ready for whatever's coming.
Okay. So you head off into the tropical jungle all by yourself with your loot.
Right. Well, I mean, no one else can sing, so I kind of have to do it solo.
Yeah. The
Well, I can
music
sing. I just looking for that backup
the,
thing.
the musical plan is up to you,
Yeah.
basically. Um, so as you start walking off into the woods or into the jungle. Give me a perception check.
All right, roll on perception. is straight to 20. All right. 12.
That's enough. You get to the point where the canopy is dense enough that you don't see the sun anymore. And it feels like it's dropped another 20 degrees. It's basic. Now it basically feels like it's 40 degrees outside. And 10 minutes ago, before you walked into the jungle, it was 85 and sunny. So,
Boy, well, better get ready.
yeah. So, you try to find a clearing as soon as possible. While you're doing that, we'll head over to what Lafal and Karai are doing. Actually, uh, Nala, give me an investigation check now that you've made it back to the ship.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
24.
You do find the bag of holding, but there's nothing in it.
I keep digging down. There's got to be something in here.
You reach your arm all the way down to the bottom. There's some old food that Lucid left in the bottom of the bag, but that's about it.
Okay, and then I'm going to go searching around the ship.
Okay. Uh, give me an investigation roll with disadvantage because you're looking for a particular thing.
I love that. This is like that in real life.
Yeah.
You don't find it unless you're not looking for it.
18. 18.
What?
18.
18. You look down into the hold of the ship from the main deck and you see something that looks vaguely like a crystal that's glowing slightly.
Okay, I walk down the steps and go after it to see what it is.
It's pitch black in the hold of the ship. Give me a dex check.
Hey, I got dark vision though.
Well, that still doesn't mean you can't trip and fall down the stairs.
Natural 20. You said which one?
Dex.
Natural 20 plus 3.
Okay. You're able to make it down the stairs, although you notice that they're in serious need of repair. You are able to reach down and pick up this crystal object. And even though it's been 2 years, you do recognize it as the crystal you're looking for.
No, yay. Why is it not in the bag of holding?
For all you know, it's been in the hold of the ship for 2 years and nobody ever noticed it.
Okay. Then I start looking around to see what magical items I can find that we don't need or can bear to get rid of.
Well, the only magical items that aren't weapons that you guys have is the uh, flask of never-ending alcohol
Oh, yeah, we're not getting rid of that.
and the flask of never-ending ice cream.
Not getting rid of that.
And
Well, I'm sure there's a weapon or two that we have that we don't need that's magical. That we just kept around because we never got a chance to sell it.
well, yeah, there is an old suit of magic armor and a +1 sword in the bag of holding. You guys uh, picked them up along the way, but never got around to.
Okay, so I take the bag of holding with me and
Yeah.
heads to find La Fall.
And now, Lafal and Korai are standing on. Well, Korai is standing. Is Lafal standing on the dock, or are you sort of flying overhead, or what are you doing?
Sort of flying, hovering.
Both of you notice that this shadow shape is approaching the dock. In fact, it's very close at this point.
Maybe we shouldn't be standing on the dock.
And you also notice that the two ships have gotten closer. If you were to estimate a time, um, it's going to take them about another half hour before they hit dock.
Okay.
But this shape is going to hit dock in the next 5 minutes.
So we probably so I need to. I'm going to get off the dock. If I see it, it's coming. It's heading towards the dock. I don't want to be standing there when it gets here.
But no, you could be ready with the sword.
Yeah, it could come underneath and throw me into the water. And us drow love the water.
Just
Like
about
cats.
as much.
We don't like to fly. We don't like the water.
Which one don't you like the most?
Well, given my recent experience, I'd say flying.
Okay. What weapons do you have on you currently?
Me specifically,
Yeah.
I have a mace. I think we talked about it. You looked at the character from the last campaign. I have like a +1 magic mace.
Okay. Um. So, Karai, you back up off the dock, basically onto dry land. LaFall, what do? Do you stay basically where you're at or what?
For the time being, yes.
Okay.
And I'm
Watching
hovering
the shadow.
nearby the fall.
Um,
It said backup plan A and B right here
uh,
for
well,
the dragon, or for either one of them.
well, uh, just a couple of minutes after Korai backs onto dry land, you see the shadow raise up out of the water. It looks like a very large uh, cobra, although you can see through it.
What?
Yeah, it's got
Like a sea snake?
it's got a grayish form, but you can see through it.
Okay.
Hey,
Never seen that before.
before we do any fighting, can we take a break because it is past that time?
Yeah, if you guys need a break, we can take a break about now. It's just slightly after an hour or so.
Because I know how battles can be a little bit long.
So we're we're gonna take a 20-minute break and see how they interact with their latest visitor.
Okay, be right back. Ow.
How are the rest of you doing?
All right.
Doing
You
fine.
guys need a bathroom break or anything?
I'll probably go get something to drink.
Yeah. Oh, you should always have drinks with you when you start because you're gonna
I
talk a
did.
lot.
I did. I
Oh,
went
you
through them
ran.
all, trying to keep my
Okay.
throat from drying up.
Yeah.
You haven't. I've got a button on my mic and just mute it really quick. And you have not heard how much coughing and sneezing and hacking has been going on this side.
Yeah. When my allergies act up, it's like I cough a lot and my eyes water. My nose runs like crazy. But you might think about getting an allergy shot from your doctor because that's what I did and it seems to work pretty well.
Yeah, I thought about it.
No.
It's not. My dad had the same allergies growing up, and I
Yeah.
had them. They just weren't nearly as bad. It's just in the last couple of years, it's gotten a lot worse than it used to be, especially this year. I don't know if it's just I'm getting older. Maybe this is a bad year for it. It's definitely not fun.
My doctor
Usually it's there, but it's something it's an irritation. It's something I can deal with, and I'll be fine. But not this year.
my doctor basically claimed that allergy season would be over in a month or two, but we'll see if he was right about that. So you having fun so far?
Oh, I am. Yeah.
I'm having a blast. I can't wait to try to solo this dragon.
Solo this dragon. Good luck with that.
It's I don't think I'm going to survive, but if I'm going down, it's going to be epic.
Years and years and years ago, there was a game called Dungeons and Dragons Online, DDO it was called, and I
Right.
beta tested it and played around a lot with it, and it was hysterical because I think for the first like 2 years of that game, there were no dragons. In fact, it became like an internet meme that Dungeons and Dragons Online didn't have any dragons. They were.
That's that's ridiculous.
It was kind of neat. I mean, they did the whole like party dungeon encounter thing, and they were fairly true to what I understood at the time was Dungeons and Dragons. I'd played it since college at that point, but it seemed pretty neat. The problem was the content was really repetitive.
Yeah.
Um, After you'd gone through it a few times, it was just the same thing over and over again. And you played Dungeons and Dragons. The problem was if you played, at least for me, when I played Dungeons and Dragons, what I imagined in my own head was way better than what I was seeing in this game.
Right.
I'm probably just going to get one shot by this, but I'm going to roll performance and try t- to entertain the dragon. I shouldn't say
Okay,
seduce because that is not what I'm going for here.
I've never heard. I like the idea of a metal bard. Um,
Hmm.
it's not. It's not a concept I've heard before, so I'm rooting for you.
No, same. But it's not up to me. It's up to the dice.
Well,
Mm,
It's up to the dice and the DM.
you, you
Okay.
can have you can have the greatest character in the world. You can have the greatest stats that a player could have, but if you roll badly, you're still gonna die. So
Yep.
Yes, hello.
yeah.
um, hold on a second here.
Okay,
You
purple.
might like this one. I don't. Do you guys know of a web comic called Penny Arcade?
Yeah, I remember Penny Arcade.
Here's one that kind of look at that one I sent you. You might like that one. It's a really old one, but
The
they
other
do.
ones were good.
If you like this kind of stuff, they actually have a podcast, a Dungeons and Dragons podcast. They do.
Oh, they do a D&D podcast now?
Yep.
They've been doing it for a long time.
Hey, Lawful, Korai, Jinx, have you ever seen my puppy?
Yes, he is adorable.
And
Well, she is
I've not-
adorable.
She's a
Oh.
spoiled little brat too. Yes, she's a spoiled little brat. Yes, yes.
That's what we've been doing.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah, you can tell how old this was. I don't know how far the editions they are now. They're talking about fourth edition now.
Okay, there you go, Pop Up.
yeah, your body's somewhere between 80 and 90% water. So if you got hit by that, you'd basically turn to dust.
Oh, that was not the one I meant to send you. Go back to the one before it. It should be part 4 is the one. I must have copied the wrong. So just go back a page.
Yeah. Yeah, because this is part 5.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
Oh. Part 4. Not all of their Dungeons and Dragons stuff is pretty good, but They've been doing it a while, and they're pretty entertaining if it's something you like listening to.
Oh.
Oh God.
Just hearing you talk about killing players reminded me of that comic.
Hmm. But like part 5, I wonder if you could cast blight uh, at a high enough level that you could do that to somebody. Turn them into sand from the inside out.
I never questioned it. I just always thought that was a real thing. I never actually went and looked it up. They may have just been making it up for the
Yeah.
comic.
Hmm. Although they are using Pathfinder books, so instead of Dungeons and
That's
Dragons.
that says so. This says it was November 30th, 2011, when they wrote that comic. It's been a
Yeah.
while.
So if everybody's back and ready to go, we'll
Mhm.
jump back in.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
Welcome back to episode 36 of Fallen Dragons. And as I said before, the shape raises its head out of the sea, and you see a giant cobra type creature, but you can see through it. It almost looks gray and cloudy. And it says in a very raspy voice, very deep and raspy voice, "Hello, do you have the book that I'm looking for?"
I
What
was
book is that?
mm,
It is the Book of Ultimate Evil.
oh, the Book of Ultimate Evil. No, we only have the Book of Partial Evil.
I have been contracted to find this book, and I've been told to eliminate anybody that gets in the way of me finding this book.
Well, we might be willing to help you find this book if you are willing to help us.
I'm sorry,
Wait,
I'm not
wait,
going
wait.
to help someone find something that's total evil.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not okay with this.
Oh, come on, you guys. We could use some help with you know what.
I'm
It can
sure.
go after you know what all at once. We're talking about worm back in up in the woods there.
Oh, yeah, maybe he has the book.
While you guys are discussing this, it's just this creature just sort of hanging around.
We tell him that dragon's in the way. Maybe he'll go attack that dragon for us.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe it's enough.
Like I said, go check out the Great White Worm. He may have it.
Where is this?
Back in the forest there.
Oh no.
Okay. But first off, you are telling me that none of you have it.
Nope.
Not the last time I checked. Remember, Book of Partial Evil.
Give me an Arcana roll to see if any of you know what this book is.
Great.
Especially the neutral and or evil characters in your party.
A 9.
You have no
again? We're rolling again?
Arcana. Will follow you would have no idea what this book is.
21. 17 with a +4.
Korai, you definitely know what this book is.
I got a 16.
Basically what this book is way back at the beginning of things, a lich known as Vecna decided to start writing down his most evil spells and experiments. And it just got worse as he made it to god level status. And also, down through history, this book has passed through many hands and had just the darkest, most vile stuff added to its pages, to the point where if a good alignment person were to pick it up, it would kill you instantly. It's that bad.
So it's not a cursed diary.
No, it's worse.
Worse than a diary? Oh, that's bad.
In fact, it's so bad that any place where it happens to be, if it's there long enough, say an island, it'll make the island start to crumble.
Oh, so that's what's going on with the thing now.
So is the narrator's voice telling us this from the sky, or Korai knows what it is?
Well, I'm saying that if this book happened to be there, it's a possibility. That's the amount of negative energy that's coming off of this book. And this giant cobra looking thing has been hired to find this book by entities that you don't know anything about. And is willing to try and kill anything and everything that gets in his way to find this book. That is basically the situation you currently find yourself in.
Well, like I said, I think go look see if the dragon has it.
Um, while you guys are talking, this thing rises completely out of the sea and is now hovering in the air at about the level that the fall is flying at.
Well, like I said, go check the dragon. I ain't got it.
Uh, now, you all remember that Jinx went wandering off into the jungle all by himself to set up for the. He thinks he's about to play for this dragon and has no idea what you guys just ran into at dockside. So,
I am too.
so, um, is anybody planning to warn him before this thing gets there, or are you just gonna let him find the surprise on his own?
I'll go warn him.
So you head off into the jungle to try and find Jinx before this
Great. Now we
creature.
have two lost, Kira.
So, what are Lafal and Korai doing during well, while Nala goes and tries to find Jinx?
Well, I'm gonna make sure this, whatever it is, doesn't cause any harm getting to the forest.
Well,
I'm gonna stay here with her, yeah, because we got to keep an eye on this guy. I don't. Anyone who comes out of the water asking for that book is not a friend of ours.
What is the book he's asking for, anyways?
It's really bad. Let's just kind of put it that way. You don't want to pick it up or touch it. And if someone's asking for it, they're not good people.
Okay. Is it still there, or is it making its way?
it's turned and it's now uh, basically flying toward where you told it to go.
You know, it, it's against. I gotta find out who wants it. I can't let that go. If you're saying it's as evil as it is.
It's, put it this way, it ain't your grandmother's cookbook.
Your grandmother's cookbook.
Unless your grandmother is the most evil creature known to history.
All right, I'm gonna go catch up to the serpent.
Okay.
I got one question for you. Who wants this book?
We don't know.
No,
You
I'm
tell
asking
us.
the serpent.
You have no need to know who my employers are.
I'm just curious.
Give me a persuasion roll to see if you can talk to this thing enough for it to tell you.
No, that's nat 20.
I will tell you this. I am employed by the advisor of a king of a faraway kingdom. And once I return this book, the the king plans to basically take over just a second. Basically take over any kingdom he can reach.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to be helping this guy.
No, we don't.
I basically want to look at the book before I give it to him so that I can learn all the evil spells that happen to be in it.
Not at all a nefarious purpose.
Because I have some revenge of my own in mind. But that is not something you need to be concerned with. Uh, Jinx,
Mm-hmm.
give me a perception check.
All right, rolling perception. Sure, that's a D20. No, that's not a D20. Four.
You're so deep in the jungle you don't see anything. You're busy practicing on your instrument.
Well, let's see. To play this song. No, 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 that song. No, maybe this one.
Hmm.
No. That wasn't right. That wasn't right.
Uh, LaFall, give me a perception check to see if you can hear Jinx practicing.
Nope, that's a 7.
I say I'm the one that went after him. So, or should I be doing one?
Yeah,
Which one is it?
Perception.
perception.
17.
You hear him playing, or at least you hear noises that sound like him playing. And so does your cobra friend, and dives straight down because he's like, those noises are horrible. I have to find out what they are. And he dives straight down into the canopy.
I didn't run performance yet. It's called a warm up for a reason.
And Jinx, you suddenly see this with your lack of light. You see this dark shape appear, and all you see are two red eyes and two what look like shiny white teeth.
If you're going to eat me, can you at least wait until the dragon gets here? I'm going to have to try to time it.
And in a really deep, raspy voice, you hear, I'll let you live if you stop making that noise.
You know what? You got a fair point. I like that. But hear me out. This is just practice, lad. I'm trying to get the music going. I got to get it flowing. You know how it goes.
It's like, I don't know what you're doing it for, but if you want to live, you're going to stop doing it.
All right, fine. Take on the dragon on your own. If you want to take on the dragon, go ahead, take on the dragon. Be my guest. What I'm going to tell you, lad, it's going to be a mess. Well, I'm going to risk my life to fight it. But I don't know about you.
We'll see how that goes.
Well, we will, but at the same time, you know, I kind of don't want you to get hurt. I don't even know you, but you look like a big, fancy, snake-like creature. You look smart. You look tough.
And oh, by the way, bats are tasty.
Yeah, we are.
And in real life, a snake would eat a bat in a heartbeat. So,
Right, I know what you're getting at. I can see the hunger in your eyes.
yeah.
Well, let me tell you this. You don't want to eat me. I might have COVID.
He just sort of looks at you and moves closer.
So you can get whiff. Okay. Go ahead, get your whiffs in, get your smells. See, what you're worried about, Mr. Snake, is using me as food. You don't realize the one thing I don't have right now, and that's a reason to live. I'm out of money. I have to pay a bunch of people a shit ton of cash, so I have nothing to lose. Go ahead. Take a bite. Take a snack. I'm right here.
Okay.
Come at me, bro.
What are the rest of you doing while this?
I'm trying to find Jinx.
Wondering how he's not dead yet.
Now give me an investigation roll.
Um, 20. Not natural though.
Okay. About the time that he's saying all this, you make your way into the clearing where he's at, and you see in the rather dim light, you have dark vision though, right?
Yep.
Or
Yep, I do.
well, you can see a little better, and you see your new snake acquaintance about 2 feet from Jinx, and he's looking annoyed. Are you gonna stand back and watch this, or what are you gonna do?
No, I approach real fast and say, Betty. I mean, not Betty. Jinx. Shh.
All right, all right. I'll be.
And then I turn to the snake and say, he is not the dragon. The dragon's further in.
Well, and he says, "Yes, I know a dragon when I see one. Uh, I also see dinner when I also know dinner when I see it.
You want to take a
Uh,
flight, boy? Come and get
No,
me.
come on. You in that
I'm
book.
right here. I'm right here.
Jinx.
Oh my God.
this thing, you know this thing?
Yes, this thing is one of my friends.
Why?
Well, because he
That's
is.
a very good question.
Because he is. He's part of the group trying to get rid of the dragon.
And you see the snake's head literally droop. He's like, if that's the best you got, you're dead.
You want to see the best I got, lad? I
You want that book or not?
All right,
Well,
Korai, we got an issue.
uh,
Well, clearly,
I can kill all of you and still get the book. So,
But you're ordered not to kill. You're ordered to kill those guy in your way. This bat is not in your way.
technically I am because
well,
I'm standing
No.
right here.
shut up.
Well,
he's
no, you're not trying to stop it though.
he's
Yeah.
2 feet in. He's 2 feet in front of me. Of course, he's in my way.
Jinx, move over about 10 yards.
Oh,
We're
we're
going
gonna
over
fight
10
this thing,
feet
aren't
to
we?
the left. It's better.
Now you understand. You don't have to pick up the pieces.
He's like,
You know, Korai, let's go talk about this real quick.
He's gonna eat him while we're talking.
That's fine. So what? It's a distraction for the time being.
I don't like the idea of sacrificing our companions for the sake of buying time.
We need to talk
Oh
though.
God.
Let's go off a little privately, please.
Okay, fine. But you're picking up the pieces. I don't know how many pieces a bard squishes into, but
I don't know either. We'll find out maybe. Who knows? This is my
the,
shadiness. Some shady.
your new friend hears you and goes, there won't be any pieces.
fun.
Is there loud ominous music playing?
Well, I can make it play.
Yeah.
No, you're supposed to be practicing for the dragon. Okay, so what do you want?
You know, in all good conscience, I know we need the dragon gone, and but the sounds of it, I'd rather have the white dragon have that book than what he wants to do with it. I'm gonna go flying off to find the dragon, see if we can't strike a deal. He's not going to
And
use the book to gain control over everything.
well, I think that's what we're getting ready to try and stop him from doing.
No, we're trying to stop the snake thing from taking it back to his boss to do. If the dragon would have done that, if the dragon has the book, he would have already done it. So he's got some kind of um, ethics, so to say.
There's no guarantee that if the dragon gets the book, they're going to do anything that we would like to be a part of.
Yeah, but he's lawful good, so he's not, or lawful evil, he's not gonna go against doing something lawful.
It doesn't mean you're going to like it.
Right. We may not like it, but it's better than our alternative. Letting someone who totally wants world domination, killing everyone and anyone just because because he has a splinter in his finger.
I just don't know that I like the idea of leaving our companions to deal with that guy by themselves.
Well, you can stick with them. We're not going to deal with the guy ourselves. We're going to get the dragon on our side to help deal with him. Or at least I'll try.
So this is the half dragon seduces the dragon.
Yep.
Sorry.
Well, at least it's not the bard.
Right.
What's this up
Okay.
the word?
So you're going to go try to find the thing, even though it just screamed at you the last time you got anywhere near it. Talk to it, convince it to come eat the snake, and we're supposed to keep it occupied while you do that.
Mm-hmm. Best you can.
I mean,
Or
I've heard
just let
worse
it
ideas.
travel on if possible. You all get to safety.
Heard worse ideas, actually. We can try, but there's no guarantees that you're going to be able to find them fast enough.
I think I will.
Given what happened last time, he'll find you.
So I'm going to go fly ahead.
Okay.
You all, Korai, you do your best to either distract or just get the other two safety.
All right, let's see what we can do.
Okay. Off I go.
Okay. You're going off in the direction of the
The great
mountain
one. Yep.
that you assume the dragon is in. What are the rest of you trying to do?
Get the cobra not to eat Jinx.
Yeah, so I'm going to come back and try and stick near Batty, because we don't want that to happen. Well, Jinx. Yeah,
I'm not
quick
the only one
Batty.
who said Batty.
Okay, where did your friend go?
Like I know, I'm too busy counting you to try to eat me.
I wasn't talking to the tiny little bat thing. I was
Oh, no,
talking to
now I'm
the
just a
other
thing.
two of you.
First I was a meal, now I'm just a thing.
Well, you'll be a meal in a minute.
She went on.
I hope you choke when you eat me.
Well,
Listen, we're trying to. We understand that this is a very delicate time for you and your quest, but our dragon friend has this thing that happens once every 5 years, and it's happening right now. She has to go off and be by herself for a while.
I didn't know dragons did that.
Shh.
Yes,
okay.
dragons. Yes, dragons do.
And hmm.
Basically, I'm just trying to persuade the snake to not worry about it.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Oh no.
9.
Should I do one since I agreed with it?
You didn't hear any of it. It was just me she was talking to.
No, about the female dragon thing.
You
It was a
can
9.
try.
5 plus 4.
You can try and persuade it.
Oh, just right off the bat, like 18. That's not even including my persuasion. $20.
He says, dragons are strange creatures. Just when I'm gonna eat her friend, she decides to fly off. Never understand these creatures. Hmm. You see, I'm having a dilemma. Should I eat your friend and kill the two of you? Or should I just go off to the dragon? I'm having trouble deciding.
Well, why not go after the dragon? It's a bigger meal for you.
Well, you see, it's bigger than I am. I couldn't eat it if I tried.
Well, you could kill it and bite it and eat a little bit of it and then go get the book and then eat a little more. And
Where I could eat your friend in one bite.
yeah, but that's not a big meal. I mean, you're going to still be hungry.
Yeah. Well,
Whereas the other way, you'll.
then I kill the two of you and eat you. Yeah.
We're not going to be good to eat.
Could just not eat any of us and go away.
Well, I think I will head for the dragon because I want the book. I can find food another time. But tell your friend if he starts making those noises again, I'm going to turn around and eat him.
You're more than welcome to, lad. You're more than welcome to.
I love the idea of a giant translucent snake telling the bard he sucks.
Yeah, no kidding.
The thing is, the bard knows.
So he starts heading off in the direction that he saw LaFall going. And
Do something about that.
he basically leaves the three of you behind. So what are the three of you doing?
I yell, "That's not the right direction. It's off towards the north."
He saw the direction that the fall flew off. So,
Doesn't mean that's where the dragon is.
well,
We just told him the dragon was off to go have dragon time.
right.
I didn't say dragon time with the other dragon though.
That's what I meant.
Oh well, I
We sort of need to stop him because he's gonna
And besides, he rolled a 17 on his perception rolls. He saw everything.
yeah. Well, she's got enough advance. You can't tell me he's gonna be able to catch up to her.
And she's got a little bit of a head start on him. She'll get there before he will.
we at least need to follow him.
Okay, let's follow him. Let's go.
No. The three of you start trudging through the forest. Much slower than the two in front of you because the three of you are walking. So while you're trudging through the forest, I'll go over to the fall and yeah, about this time you cross the barrier into the dragon's area.
Okay.
It goes from tropical forest to basically barren ice.
Okay.
In fact, it's snowing. And
Just
then
a little chilly.
yeah, a little, yeah.
Just a little. No, not much. Just a little.
And as you look in front of you, even at the height that you're flying at, you see a mountain in front of you.
Okay.
And it's a snow-capped mountain. And laying quite relaxedly on top of this snow cap is the largest dragon you've ever seen in your life. Even though you are half dragon yourself, you have never seen something that looks this big.
Okay.
What do you do?
I'm going to approach.
Do you approach flying or do you try to land on the in front of where it's laying?
Well, if I land in front of the mountain, that'd be way too long for me to be able to talk to it. So I have to fly up to it.
Okay.
Sadly, but I have to.
Well,
I know it
so
may appear to him to be aggressive, but
so you basically begin to hover in front of it.
yep. Making no action other than hovering at the moment.
you see one large slitted eye open.
Hello.
In Draconic, it says, hello.
So we have a little issue. I know what you are, and you know what I am.
It better be an important one, as you have disturbed my rest.
Well, apparently there's a serpent here on this island now looking for the ultimate book of evil.
Hmm.
Apparently it's what's causing, from what I've heard, this island to shake and sink as well. So it's somewhere on this island, probably in your horde. He wants
Well,
it. He's coming here to try to get it. He's been hired to kill whatever gets in his way. Now, with who he's been hired, I can't agree with him giving it back because he's going to try to do a world domination and kill anyone just because he has a splinter in his finger that he wants.
hmm.
I'd rather have you have the book because you're not going to be able to do that consciously straight off the bat. It has to be a little bit more than just a splinter to kill everyone.
Well,
But we definitely need to get the book away from this island as well.
well, this creature would be nothing to me.
I don't know,
Uh,
but
as far as it being in my horde fills up half this mountain. I would have to go look and see if I even had this book.
well, all I know is he's not far behind me. He's coming here. He wants the book, and by all everything that we've encountered so far, the book is here somewhere. You're the only person. You're the only creature who would be possibly in possession of it, unless it was a secret passage somewhere on this island created so long ago that it's hidden away. But how long have you been here?
uh, 2,000 years.
Okay, and all these issues with this island started about a couple years ago, from what I've heard.
Uh, I collect so much treasure from raiding ships that I lose track of what I have.
Okay, well,
Now, if I were to do this, yeah, kill this creature and find this book, it would mean the island would stop shaking, the people would stay, but what would I get out of it? The-
um, what would you consider a fair trade at for a scale?
well, well, do any of you have magic items and things to add to my hoard?
I've got my scales. I've got a few scales.
Uh, don't forget what I showed you, the sword and the armor that I showed you.
You never showed me his
Yeah, I did.
sword and armor.
Yeah, I did.
Mm-mm.
Lafal may not have been there,
I came up to her and showed her.
but the dragon looks at you and says, "You do have very pretty scales. I haven't ever seen a mixture of gold and silver like that before."
It's not something I offer lightly.
Hmm. How difficult would it be for you to get two of your scales?
Not difficult.
I would do it for that.
Okay.
Besides, this creature that wants this book would be annoying to me.
But we definitely have to take care of the creature first.
Well,
Because I don't want him chasing me all around.
I am a 2,000-year-old plus dragon. Whatever this creature is, if it's not a dragon and not a Tarask, I don't have an issue with it.
Okay.
So, I do politely request that you stay until this thing gets.
Politely request. The dragon is politely requesting.
Wow, no
Well,
kidding.
it's dragon to dragon.
It's lawful to lawful. That's what I
Yeah,
mean.
it's
Politely. Well, as its teeth are bared.
you know when dragons aren't squabbling with each other, they are actually polite to each other.
I did not know that.
Yeah, there's an entire society of dragons with uh where they have a code of conduct with each other.
This is where you put that in the video. This is where you put that star going across the screen. Says the more you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, they do squabble a lot, but in this case, they don't have an issue with each other. Now, if LaFall had tried to come and attack him, that'd be another story. But so I would even let you come and look at my hoard if you wish, um, while we're waiting for this thing.
I'd appreciate that.
And it points to a hole in the side of the mountain. And it's like, that's how you enter.
Okay.
And you fly in and you see more riches than you could buy several kingdoms with what this dragon has. Uh, like, in fact, give me an investigation check.
$19.
You see what looks like a book, 3/4 buried under a pile of gold coins.
Okay. Um, grab a sword and swipe the coins away.
It's a red book with gold trim, and it says Book of Ultimate Evil embossed on the book. That's the actual title of the book.
Easy enough to find.
However, give me a constitution check.
So I rolled 11, cons of 20, so that's what, 16?
The second you even get the sword near the book, you begin to feel quite ill.
Okay, at least I got it uncovered.
The and something says in the back of your head, the longer you stay here, the worse you're gonna feel.
Yep, moving away. At least I know where it is now.
You move back out through the hole in the mountain that you came through, back up to where the large white dragon is. He's like, I figured you would stay down there longer.
The book's down there. It forced me out, unfortunately.
You found it.
Yes, it's
Okay.
red with golden bordering. It says Book of Ultimate Evil.
Okay. I will have to get it. And about this time, the your cobra friend appears hovering over the fall. He says, Ah, you've saved me the work of trying to wake him up. The dragon turns his head, sees this creature, and is the laughs to the point where the ground around you rumbles.
Okay.
He's like, this is what they sent after me?
Well, after the book.
Well, yes. He turned his head back to you and says, unless you want to become a popsicle, I would advise you to move away now.
Okay. Go to the backside of them.
And um, you see a gigantic blast of ice come out of his mouth. He doesn't even lift his head. And the snake creature, which is a naga, is what it is, um, rolled the 2 on his saving throw. Um, so let's see here. There's it takes 72 points of ice damage. It had a total of 70 points. One
Well,
blast.
so much for
One
that guy.
one blast in this thing freezes solid and falls from the sky and shatters into little pieces.
Cute.
And the dragon says, in common, this is the best they got.
Who knows?
Uh, excuse me 1 second. And he raises up from where he was reclining and disappears into the mountain.
Okay.
And
As
about
he,
5 minutes later, he reappears with a book in his mouth.
okay,
Like, is this what you're talking about? And he plops the book down on the side of the mountain.
is it?
Yeah,
Look over.
it
It is.
is.
And while he was down there, I reach into my bag and pull out 2 of my scales.
He happily takes them in his mouth. Uh, thank you. Question now is what to do with this book. Hmm.
Um, well, unfortunately, the way it made me feel, I shouldn't be around it, so, but we
Right.
definitely need to get it out of here.
Well, any being with any touch of evil in their alignment is going to be able to handle it. Um, it will corrupt them like crazy, sort of like the Lord of the Rings with the ring, only 100 times worse.
Do you
Uh,
have anything that could suitably carry this book so it would
well,
not corrupt that way?
you could throw it in a bag of holding, but whoever car- was carrying it would have to be really careful.
Right?
Um, and beyond that, what would you do with it?
Well, we got to find some place to get rid of it.
You could toss it to the bottom of the ocean or toss it in a volcano or that sort of thing.
We also have a bag of holding. We can hold it in that.
Yeah, but eventually it would degrade the bag.
Yeah, we don't want to degrade the bag at all. Nope, nope, nope.
I mean, is there a volcano on the island? We'll chuck it in there.
What?
Throw it into the fire as a Mount Doom.
Is there a volcano on the island?
You've never heard of one. The mountain that the dragon is on is the only mountain you know of on this island. But you haven't explored this island very much.
And
No, we can't throw it in. Even if there was one on this island, we can't throw it on this island.
no, that
The
would,
island's not going to be able to withstand that destruction.
No. It's already beginning to crack.
Exactly. That's why
So,
it needs to get off.
we might have to hold it in a bag of holding and find some place we can chuck it. If we throw it in the ocean, that's going to just contaminate the ocean.
And someone can dig it out of the ocean.
well, there are rumors and tales and myths of undersea cities. And if one of them, if that is true, if one of them happened to find this book, you know, that would be a whole other problem.
Right.
Yeah, we need a volcano.
No.
Well, as I asked, do you have something in your hoard that can handle this book?
Well, I can check.
I'd appreciate it.
And he disappears again.
This is an awful polite dragon.
Well,
I know, you already explained it, but
like I said, when they're talking to each other, they are. If this was another creature doing this, it'd be a whole other thing. You actually hear rumbling from beneath you as he's rummaging around. He comes back up and says, actually, I couldn't find anything that can contain that kind of negative energy. You said you have a bag of holding? What do you have in it?
There's a magical sword and a magical armor.
Huh. If you give me those two things, I will carry it myself and dispose of it.
What do you guys think?
Being that I am lawful evil, I can carry it and it doesn't bother me.
You think it's worth giving it to him? I think so.
I said we
you can trust him to
him.
keep his word.
He's lawful evil. He has to follow his word.
Mm-hmm. If he's lawful evil, he has to follow his word. Or we could give one of them to him, and then he does it, and then comes back, and we give him the other one.
Pay half now, half late. I like that. Yeah, I said we pay half now and then half late. If he's up to that. You have to ask him if he's okay with that.
Are you going to be on the island that long?
If it's not sinking, sure.
I mean, if we stop it from sinking, it's fun with us.
Well, did the villagers know there was a giant dragon living on their island?
No.
Well, what are the chances they're going to want to stick around now?
Not until Batty told them, or Jinx told them.
Right, right.
There you go. Man.
I caused an uproar. That's on me. I'm all bad.
Well,
So
when he canceled the concert, he told everybody why he canceled the concert.
I didn't want everybody upset. Everyone were mad. They were sworn at me.
And then they all panicked and rushed the mayor's office.
Well, I mean,
which is worse.
a little bit of column A and a little bit of column
Well, honestly, the village, the town's folks may still even evacuate, knowing that you're here now. Unfortunately, because we had someone shout off before
B. My
it
bad.
should have.
I raised my hand and said, my bad. But hey, guess what? Now I have a whole island to yourself. You're welcome. You're wel-
Well, I'm still going to raid every ship that comes by. So,
That's
Ah,
your perspective. It's just we got ships coming in right now to take people out of here. So
don't try to
if
kill
you wouldn't raid those ships, we'd appreciate it.
hmm, hmm. I usually ask for all the treasure they have, and one of their crew members is a snack. So,
Well, they're probably not going to have treasures because they're here for evacuation.
As for snacks, I've seen what some of these sailors look like. Trust me, lad, they're a lot more diseased than they look.
eh, if they're as scrawny as you are, they wouldn't even make a good snack.
Oh, trust me, they're scared.
You go
Look,
from being a meal to not even worth being a snack now,
Hmm.
Jinx.
that's fine with me. Anyway, as I was saying, you got your scurvy, you got your rickets, you got your, well, a lot of other stuff. Trust me, you don't
That
want to make.
doesn't bother a dragon.
And trust
I,
me, a lot of these sailors, they don't as healthy as they look, man. Yeah, lad, you gotta.
I've lived for 2,000 years. I've eaten almost everything.
I believe it.
So,
Wow.
I particularly like dwarves, however. The- They're short and chubby, and they have sort of an alcoholic flavor. They must drink a lot. Uh,
Oh.
but, that's neither here nor there.
Yes, I believe you took one of my crew.
It wasn't him.
Oh,
It
Oh,
was
wait.
was
Did you?
Tiamat, as a matter of fact.
oh, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like you play Mr. Dragon?
What now?
Did you eat some guy? I give like a description of my manager.
Oh, him. He wasn't very tasty.
I'm glad you ate him. I'm glad you did. All right, now we know who did it. Thank you.
He was cheap too. He didn't have any treasure on him. That's why I ate him.
Wait, wait. Wait. You're saying he had nothing on him?
He was broke.
That flippity bastard! I'm going to go. He spent all my money. All my
I did
money.
it.
I'm glad he's dead. I'm sorry we gave you indigestion. In fact, if
And
we
he
gave you,
begged a lot. It was really kind of pathetic, actually.
oh, he was a pathetic adult. All right. Well, at least we know who did it, and we know that we can't ever solve the case. So you're off the hook.
Well, he's like, if you wait here about half an hour, I'll take the book and get rid of it.
Sure, we'll stick around for you. I mean, you've been kind and polite as it is. Well, yeah, I think I can trust you.
So he grabs the book in his mouth and takes off.
He seems like a nice lad. I mean,
For a dragon, yes.
for a white dragon.
Oh,
He
by
ain't
the
that
way,
bad.
the only thing that kept him from eating the rest of you is the fall. Since they had the first discussion, he was sort of on his better behavior, and so when he realized that you were sort of a group, he decided not to eat you. Um, but Jinx, you've now realized that you have no way to get more gigs because you don't have a manager now.
Right, so I need to find a new manager.
Yep.
I'll have to sadly tell the roadie that he's out of a job. I'll have to tell the band we're out of a job.
Unless he wants to become a crew member on the ship, he's out of a job.
And then there's my bandmates. I don't know where the bloody hell they are. They could be anywhere.
In fact, you haven't seen them since you got here.
Yeah, I think they were on a different boat.
Yeah. You have no idea where they went.
Or maybe the dragon ate them.
Or something in this tropical jungle.
Right,
There's
so
all kinds of things that you haven't seen yet in here. So,
right, so also your bandmates are dead.
probably.
It's just
So
me and the roadie.
you need a new band and you need a new manager.
Right. No, I know what my new quest is.
But you also need to play better.
I didn't even roll performance yet, so I don't even know how bad I actually am.
Well, if a spirit naga threatens to eat you if you don't stop playing, that gives you a clue.
Yes. Anyway, good night, guys. I sadly am falling asleep at this time.
Well,
Well,
it's time to stop, anyways.
we
Oh.
can we can actually end it here. We'll just say that the dragon came back after half an hour. He had gotten rid of the book, so you gave him both things. And then you guys made it back through the jungle and without talking to anybody, you snuck on your ship and sailed off so as to avoid the mob of humanity that wanted all their money back from the concert that never happened.
Right, so I have to make back a butt ton of gold. That's right.
Let's see, 200 people at 5 gold a ticket. It's only 1,000 gold. Come on.
I mean,
Yeah.
Other
But
bats make that much in a week.
so you guys have now boarded your ship and are sailing back toward Gelborn to see what the next job you can come up with is once you hit one of the coastal cities in Gelborn. Because you found the book, but you're not sure if you're gonna. You found out why the island was sinking, but you're not sure if you're gonna end up getting paid for that or not. So, so you're all pretty much still broke, looking for work.
Well, I'm gonna head back to the guy who hired us,
Uh,
but so that'll be next time.
yep. Next time you can see if he'll actually keep his word and pay you.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
but I hope you all had fun with that.
Oh,
Oh
it
yeah.
was a blast.
Uh,
Too bad
And
I couldn't play for the dragon.
yeah,
I probably would have gotten eaten, but too bad I couldn't play for him.
might have been safer for you this way.
Might have been.
But
Uh,
for all of you who see this once it's up, follow us on all of our social media, Facebook, Twitter, uh, like and subscribe to YouTube. And if you're more the podcast type, check out Anchor on Spotify. And just now, as of a few days ago, the podcast section of iHeartRadio. And there's even a place on Anchor to monetarily support us if you feel like doing that. So, but I hope anybody who sees this had as much fun watching it as we did playing it, and we'll see what other trouble you guys can get into next time. So, anybody else have anything to say real
I
quick?
hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.
See you next time.
Good night,
Yeah,
everybody.
and
Good night.
there we go.
Okay, I'm gonna head out as well.